Hey there YouTube, this is Vargas XX78 with another collection pickup video, movie edition. Another really good movie haul. Again, awesome couple of weeks to pick up movies. Picked up a lot of really neat stuff, at least stuff that I think is neat. So like always, I wanted to share this video with you guys, so let's get started. First off, I'm really happy I was able to find this movie because it's a movie I've been looking for a really long time. And it's a movie I needed to complete a certain collection, and that's Chasing Amy by Kevin Smith. I really like the earlier Kevin Smith movies. My favorite one is Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. I think that is a hilarious movie. And Chasing Amy was the one movie I've been looking for the most because I've never been able to find it in the places I frequent. Basically, it's about this comic book artist that meets this fellow comic book artist, and the guy falls in love with her, but she's a lesbian, so he doesn't really have a chance. But they form this really interesting friendship, and then the girl actually falls in love with him. It's a really good story, really fun. Definitely one of Kevin Smith's best movies. Now I'm only missing Clerks, the first one, and my Kevin Smith collection will, at least from this time period, will be complete. So, really happy to finally pick up Chasing Amy. Next thing I picked up, continuing this Kevin Smith theme, is the Clerks animated series. It's only like 6 episodes long, but it's really good. It follows the adventures of Dante and Randall, and Jay and Silent Bob appear in it. It has this really awesome villain called Leonardo, voiced by Alec Baldwin. It didn't last, like I said, that long. It's only 6 episodes long, but the animation is really cool, and the episodes are really funny. So, really happy to also include this in the Kevin Smith collection. Because, like I said, the whole View Askew universe is really funny, and I really like that series of movies. So, good find. Also picked up Kiss the Girls. I mentioned this before when I picked up another movie that I really like the team of Morgan Freeman and Ashley Judd. And they really work well together in the movies. And this one is about this guy that locks up girls in his basement somewhere. And this one girl played by Ashley Judd escapes. So she's trying to help the police find the rest of the girls. Picked up Invader Zim. Awesome cartoon series. Vasquez does a lot of really good stuff. I've liked his work in Johnny the Homicidal Maniac, in Squee, and this TV series is really out there. It's really good. The visuals are kind of weird. If you're not into that, you're not gonna like this. But Invader Zim definitely was an awesome cartoon series. This has episodes 1 through 9, so I need to get the rest of them. But really good TV series. Picked up Final Destination 3. This is a 2-disc collector's set. The only problem with it is that it's the full screen, and I would have preferred widescreen, but it came with the slipcase, so still good movie. At a pawn shop, I picked up Aladdin 2: The Return of Jafar. I remember this movie being really awesome, and I watched it, and it's still freaking awesome. I just really liked how Jafar came back, and he was, creating havoc and everything. And I really liked how Iago went from a bad guy to a good guy. Even in the TV series, I really liked Iago. The only bad thing about this cartoon is that the animation is really subpar. It has some really bad animation, but other than that, I really like Aladdin 2, so really happy to add that to the collection. Picked up A Lady and the Tramp 2. At the same pawn shop, I picked up Volver with Penelope Cruz. Really interesting movie. It's about Penelope Cruz is this single mother that's trying to raise her daughter, but she gets visited by the ghost of her dead mom. So it has a very interesting things. It's a supernatural slice of life, you could say, and really good movie. I would really recommend that one. One movie genre that I don't have a lot in my collection is actually kung fu movies. When I was a kid, the type of movies that would pass on the TV were Godzilla movies. and kung fu movies. You know, those really bad dubbed kung fu movies. And I'm a huge fan of that. Mostly in my collection, I have Jackie Chan movies, or the more recent movies like Crouching Tiger and Hero and stuff like that. But I've never been able to find like those 80s or 70s badly dubbed kung fu movies. And those were the ones I really like watching on TV, and even cable when they pass them. So I went with this lady, and she had a whole bunch of movies. And I picked up the ones I thought were more interesting. The first one, which I really liked, was Dance of Death. This is directed by Jackie Chan. It's about this beggar that joins like this temple, but then the temple gets massacred, and she's like the only survivor. And she goes and she meets up these two old kung fu masters who are trying to decide which one is the better kung fu master. So she says, "Okay, train me, and I'll use your techniques, and whichever technique helps me out the best, you know, that will be the better kung fu master." So they agree, and basically she just uses the kung fu techniques to seek revenge on the people that killed, everyone in that temple. But it's a really funny movie. The kung fu is really awesome. At the end, it has that classic from kung fu movies where it's like 3 against this one really powerful old guy, and really cool. The only thing is that one of my DVDs doesn't like this one. It plays on the PlayStation and it plays on one DVD. But the third DVD that I have here in the living room doesn't like this DVD. It doesn't play that well. But so I had to play it on the PlayStation. But still, awesome movie. Really like this one and recommend it a lot. Picked up Lady Iron Monkey and Eagle Fist. Lady Monkey's about this girl that's raised by monkeys, so she's natural for the monkey technique. She joins these band of heroes to try to stop this evil empire. And Eagle Fist is about this guy that is being trained by this old teacher that's trying to seek revenge over someone that killed his own clan. But it has a really good plot twist at the end. And the kung fu is really good on this one. Also picked up Magic Crane and Rivals of the Dragon. Magic Crane is a more recent movie. It's about it has these more magical elements to it. The only problem is that all of the kung fu movies I picked up are dubbed in English, and this one's entirely in Chinese with subtitles. Now, I enjoy watching movies with the original language with subtitles, but it would have been nice to have that option to switch it to, to the English dub. Because sometimes the dialogue goes really fast and the subtitles disappear before you have finished reading them, so that's kind of a bummer. The movie's pretty good. Rivals of the Dragon, horrible movie. I didn't like that one bit. I didn't believe they had the Kung Fu had this 4 fantasy adventure disc set. It has like it's those double-sided movies. It has The Curse of King Tut, Blackbeard, The Poseidon Adventure, and Merlin's Apprentice. And these are all made-for-TV movies. The Curse of King Tut was pretty good. The Poseidon Adventure, so I still like the original one. Merlin's Apprentice is really good, and Blackbeard, I haven't seen it, but I thought I got this for 10 pesos. It's 4 movies, and each movie is like 3 hours long, so I thought that was a really good deal. As Swap Meet, I picked up Traffic. Really good movie that deals with the the whole situation with drug trafficking and how it starts and how it crosses the border and how it finally reaches the U.S. Really good movie. Picked up Sleepers, starring Kevin Bacon, Robert De Niro, Brad Pitt, and Dustin Hoffman. It's about this group of friends that get sent to juvie, but then they're like really they have a really bad time in juvie. So they grow up and they find the main bad guy, which is played by Kevin Bacon, and they kill him. So they decide to seek revenge on all the guards that mistreated them. Picked up at another swap meet, the Thomas Crown Affair with Pierce Brosnan and Rene Russo. And really good movie. It's about this millionaire that's bored with being a millionaire, so he decides to steal artwork. And reminded me a lot of that episode in Batman with the 3 millionaires that also do the same thing. They're bored with being rich and they decide to do crimes. And a really good movie. Continuing my Pierce Brosnan thing, I also picked up The Matador. Pierce Brosnan is this lonely hitman that meets up with Greg Kinnear, who's like a salesman. And at first they don't like each other, but then they form this friendship. And when Greg Kinnear finds out that Pierce Brosnan is a killer, he's like, "Oh, I don't want to have anything to do with you anymore." Years pass, and the Pierce Brosnan character needs his help, Greg Kinnear's help, to take out someone that's trying to kill him. So it's a really good movie. I really like this. Pierce Brosnan is really good in this. Went back to that lady that had the Kung Fu movies, and I picked up 2 other movies that she had, and I picked up Brandon Lee's Laser Mission, also known as Soldier of Fortune. As far as I know, this is Brandon Lee's first movie. I'm not really sure, but I'm pretty sure this is his first movie. And he's like this government agent that has to rescue this scientist that's developing lasers for the Russians. Brandon Lee isn't as good as his dad, but still, the movie's okay. Picked up also Snake and Crane Secret, Kung Fu movie that was done in the 80s. And it's about this lady that recruits the 2 sons of a friend that she helped kill inadvertently to try to take down this evil empire. The Kung Fu's really good, except the ending. The ending's kind of like, but like I said, I love these cheesy Kung Fu movies, so really glad to pick that one up. Went to Big Lots, and like I said, sometimes Big Lots has nothing, and sometimes they have some really awesome stuff. And this was one of those times that they have some really awesome stuff. They had the Rocky 2-disc collector's edition, which is the movie I was needing to complete my Sylvester Stallone collection. I did not have the original Rocky, which kind of like ticked me off. But every version I've seen is like the bare bones edition, just like the movie with no special features. And this one has a 2nd disc with a whole bunch of special features, and the packaging is really cool. I really like Rocky. It's a very, very, very cool movie, and like I said, I can't believe I don't have it in my collection, but I do now. Another movie I picked up that I was looking for a while is Peter Jackson's The Frighters, starring Michael J. Fox. It's about this guy that has psychic abilities, and he basically uses his ghost friends to scam people. But then the Grim Reaper starts killing off people in this little town, and he has to solve the mystery of why death is after people. Really funny movie. It has some really scary moments. Great performances all around. Really, really good movie, and an overlooked movie. So yeah, really happy to add this to the collection. Picked up the remake of Hairspray with John Travolta in drag. Big Lots actually had 3 versions of this. One was just the movie. One was the movie like this, but it had, I don't know if you can make out, it has like this little shiny foil cover. And the other one, which is this version, is the movie with the foil cover, but it also has an extra CD with 6 songs from the movie. And the last movie I picked up is Turner Classic Movies Greatest Classic Films Collection. They have 3 of these, but the one I was interested in is this one that I picked up. This one cost me $6, and it has Casablanca. It has Gigi, An American in Paris, which is an awesome Gene Kelly movie. And it has Miss Miniver, which I've never seen, but it sounds interesting. So like I said, for $6, it's again one of those double-sided discs. But still, for $6, I got 4 really cool classic old movies, so I thought that was pretty good. And again, mostly because of Casablanca. I've been meaning to get that for a long, long time, so good haul. So yeah, that was the movie collection pickup video. Like always, I do like to recommend some of the more awesome additions to the collection. So I'm going to go with another type because I really enjoyed these movies, and it's going to be Dance of Death, again directed by Jackie Chan, and with the Frighteners. So, like always, I thank you so much for watching, and until I see you all again, this is Fargus XX78, signing off.